Okay, so today we're gonna learn properties of real number. So let's do, you need to memorize this vocabulary. And commutative means what? You can change the order. That's commutative property. Okay? Associative property means you can combine and then do calculation that first. That's associative property. Association, right? So you can put the parenthesis or get rid of parenthesis, or you can change the parenthesis, the order. You got it? So that's associative. So let's explain. So A plus B, you can change the order, B plus A. This one we call it commutative, change the order, right? So commutative property of addition. Addition. So CPA, you can write it that way, okay? And then AB, you can do BA, right? This is a commutative, still we are changing the order. Property of multiplication, you can write a CPM. Got it? But subtraction itself, this one works or not? So A minus B cannot be all the time B minus A, right? So commutative property doesn't work for subtraction or division. Only commutative property works for addition and multiplication. So CPA, CPM. Okay? Got it? Okay, so that's the commutative property. And associative property means there are several of them, even A plus B plus C right there, right? Then from, there's no parenthesis, but you put the parenthesis here. The answer doesn't change, right? That only call it associative property. This is the associative property of addition, APA. Got it? Multiplication same, from ABC, ABC. You can do, put the parenthesis here, or get rid of parenthesis. Even get rid of parenthesis from here like that, that's associative. You can say associative property. That's why you can get rid of parenthesis. Otherwise, you can get rid of parenthesis, right? So same thing. This one only works for addition and multiplication. You got it? Yes. And now you add 0 to any number. That become itself, right? Identity means you do that operation, doesn't affect at all. That's we call it identity. So 0 is what? Identity of addition. But we can say additive. Additive identity. You better write ID because inverse IN there, right? So additive identity. Everybody got it? So from A plus 0 become A. Sometimes A equals A plus 0, same thing. That's you see the 0 there? That we call it additive identity. Got it? How about 1 times A equals what? What is that? Yeah, we don't write it times 1 anymore because that's itself, right? We can do it that way. Why? Multiplicative identity. 1 is multiplicative identity. Everybody got it? 0 is what? Additive identity. 1 is what? Multiplicative identity. Clear? Yes. So now, so if you see 0 here on the operation, that's additive identity. And then you see the multiplication in here, 1, then multiplicative identity, you can say that. Everybody clear? Now, A plus minus A, if you add it, that become what? 0, right? So this to each other, we call it, do you know what A and minus A to each other, we call it what?
Inverse.
So, yes. So you can say additive inverse. Okay? Additive inverse. But it has a special name. What is additive inverse? Different name. Do you know? Starting with O. AP, I mean OP, opposite. So sine is opposite, we call it as opposite number. 2, what is the opposite 2? Negative 2, right? So additive identity you can call it, but additive identity is, no, additive inverse is, that's opposite. Everybody clear?
Yes.
Yeah. But now, A times 1 over A equals 1, right? Then these two numbers each other what? Multiplicative inverse, right? Everybody got it? Inverse means there's a special name too. They flip it. What do you call it? Lee. Reciprocal. Reciprocal. Do you remember reciprocal? Reciprocal. So opposite is additive inverse is opposite. Okay? And then multiplicative inverse is reciprocal. Everybody got it? So that means you see A times A, 1 over A is 1. Then you use here what property? Multiplicative inverse property or reciprocal property. Everybody got it? And you know the distribution, right? Distribution. Oh, when there's a here multiplication and there's a sign plus minus here, then you can distribute it this like that, right? But this is not distributive property. You cannot distribute this one, right? This, even though their parenthesis is what? This is just ABC, right? Associative property of a multiplication, right? But only multiplication here and then addition or subtraction, that's a distribution, distributive property. Everybody got it? Okay. So, okay, it says define additive or multiplicative inverse. So, what is additive inverse? Which is opposite, right?
Yeah.
What is that? Negative 5 over 4. What is additive inverse?
5 over 4.
Just positive 5 over 4, right? And then multiplicative inverse, which is reciprocal. What is that?
4 over 5.
Sign you need to keep the same. Negative.
Oh, 4.
Everybody got it?
Yes.
Make sense? Okay. And here, 1.2. Additive inverse is easy.
Negative 1.
Negative 1.2. But you don't find multiplicative inverse. You can say this 1.2 over 1, but don't say this is, you cannot leave it as a fraction and there the decimal, you cannot leave it that way. So let's change to what? 10 over 12. I multiply 10 here, right? Because you need to get a little decimal. And now you need to simplify. What? 5 over 6. So multiplicative inverse, which is reciprocal, is now 5 over 6 of that. Everybody got it? Okay. We'll go there and the practice. Okay, let's move on here. Okay, we'll go there. Don't worry. Okay, now what kind of identity there? So we need to tell. On the test, you will see like that, and here arrow, and here blank. Oh, this 3 is distributed like that, right? Everybody got it? Look at that there. 3 is distributed here and here. So we call it distributive property. Yes.
I do not understand.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. So here, let's say, from here to here, let's say, like, let's look at it.
Yes.
Then this time 3, 2x times 3 here, right?
Yeah.
Right here. And y times 3 here, right? Oh, that means this time 3 is distributed like there.
Oh.
So here, if you say arrow here, then you write it here what? Distributive property. You need to refer to what you wrote there. Okay? That's why I asked you to copy. Everybody clear? And here to here. Oh, maybe sometime two properties are there at the same time. Because I don't see parentheses here, right? That means 2x 3. From here, like that. Because with the parentheses, without parentheses, same, right? Because of all multiplication. Everybody got it? What property here? Parentheses. You can put it, or get rid of it. You can change the parentheses here and there. What do you call it? Parentheses associative, right? So here, one is associative property, but associative property of what? Multiplication. This is multiplication, right? Associative property of multiplication. But I see here, not 2x3. I see 3x. Oh, that means they what? Swap this order, right? They swap this order, right? Everybody got it? Swap the order. What is that? That's a no. Swap the order. That's commutative. Commutative. Commutative go that way and then that way. So this is a commutative property of multiplication again. Okay? Everybody clear? And after that, this one you're not gonna see at all because that's just a calculation, right? 2 times 3. So you're not gonna see at all there. But now you might see arrow here like this. But when you see that there, what happened? First, parenthesis gone, right? And change the parenthesis, right? Parenthesis was here the first two numbers, but now the last two numbers parenthesis there, right? Yes.
What would the answer be for A? Would it be all of the different properties? It would be like DP, APN.
No, I'm gonna just give you arrow here. Then you need to write it there, DP. Here.
Yeah, but like, is that the
Here to here.
Is that the answer? So like, you would, if I wrote, because I wrote exactly what you said, but that would be the answer. That would.
Yeah, you draw the arrow too. Yeah, and then under that arrow, DP.
Yeah.
Because on the test, I'll put the arrow and then here parenthesis. Then you need to put it in there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
And here to here. So now, from here to here, that will be what here? So you need to fill that in. What kind of properties use here? What is this? That's associative property. Associative property of, in this case, addition, right? Associative property of addition, aka. Okay? And you will see parentheses here and then blank here. Now, this 6 plus minus 6. 6 and minus 6, what is relation between? 6 and minus 6. 6 and negative 6 was what?
Inverse.
Yeah. Additive inverse. Or opposite, right? So we can say opposite property or additive inverse property. So additive inverse property. Everybody got it?
Yes.
Okay, and then here to here. So, 0 was what?
Identity.
Identity, what identity? 0 was? Yeah, identity about the addition, but additive identity. So additive identity property.